Doing a quick replay analysis to analyze what putting chaff in the opponent's flank can do to split up an aggro army that's async on one side. I'm a Sabertooth specialist. I'm at an unfavored starting match. Someone in the Discord did some testing and they found that almost always the crawler ball pack will always beat any sort of stormcrawler pack. And my opponent is Amcor. So I'm just going to skip real quickly to putting this here and mobile beaconing it. I made a quick, real quick video showing what the effect of this one round on turn 3 did, but I want to go through the whole game and show how it's actually kind of strong throughout the whole game. So in short, I'm going to put my army in the center here. I'm just going to have this nice death ball of units here all focused towards each other. And then my opponent gets split up real big. So just these 3 crawlers survive. This pulls all of these guys forever. And yeah, sure, he does poorly here. He could have put an arc light back here to pick up these and they wouldn't have been such a total mess. That's true. But that's not really what I want to focus on too much. I want to focus more how hard it is to completely counter this. Because now he knows, like, hey, I need to do a better job of countering this, right? Right, so now he's got the arc like here to capture any stragglers, right? But then, and he's got this missile here, which he puts it closer here, so I guess when the missile lands down here, it might kill more of them, which is good, right? Okay, so we're going to watch this a bit slower and take a look at the full ramification of what this does. I put in, it's a little hard to see because they're blue, but I put in another pack here. Okay, so I'm not going to time it too much with like a stopwatch, but we're just going to kind of look at this here. So, you know, it takes time for the missile to drop down. This does not die instantaneously, so consider that too. The missile can't kill all of this stuff. So watch what happens is these 2 armies are basically allergic to each other. The one on the left and the right are basically running away from each other, which is pretty bad. Alright, so now my army is now engaging his army at the full damage per second potential, and his has been split up still. And for an aggro player to lose 2 rounds like this, that's pretty bad for them. Bad situation for them is what I'm saying. I'm not judging their skill because it's not really what this is about at all. Really just focusing on, I think, how a little too strong this can be. Right, so I did the pull successfully again. It's kind of hard for him to predict that I was going to put more here. But we can even do a replay on round 4 and see what would happen. Can I, knowing what I'm going to do, can I still counter it even? Because if I can't, then we know it's kind of broke. We know it's kind of broken. Right, so he's going to mobile beacon these guys so that they go in for sure. Because he can't really afford to... I mean, should be mobile beaconing anyway, right? Not a big deal. Not that big of a deal, but he does still lose a fraction of his army. Because these crawlers and these... But that's probably good because they can arrive late. That's actually good for him. Actually not too bad for him making some late chaff as well. So turn 5, it wasn't that big of a deal. Except one small thing is kind of interesting is that he's now forced to mobile beacon in only one area. So you might think like, you know, this can be countered, right? But in a game where anticipating your opponent's play is pretty much like if I could see what my opponent was going to do before I could do what I'm going to put on my board, I would probably win every game ever. So now through deduction, knowing that he's going to have to mobile beacon here every time, I kind of know his game plan. He's not going to mobile beacon from here to here, go left, right. I can put more defense on this tower. It's broken in the sense that I now know he has less options. And just like in chess, you know, a pawn might not seem like a strong or broken... Well, I mean, chess is symmetrical, so it's not really a balancing issue there. But I think it's the fact that a small move can look small, but can actually be a really powerful move. And so I know he's going to have to mobile beacon here now. On a side note, kind of neat. I got double light manufacturing, so these are now free. And another thing too is that so now he can't put any more delayed... Well, he could put delayed chaff here. It wouldn't be the worst thing, but they might not run in when he would like them to. He really can't put anything here now. Because he's only got one mobile beacon. So he can't put anything here. And whatever he puts here is going to come in later, which can be good or bad. Probably okay. And even here... might get stuck looking at that. Although yes, he can now be a bit more unpredictable. But look at how he's now forced to use this mobile beacon here every turn. And he's stuck using a mobile beacon here every turn. And this gets from here to here in forever. So it's really limiting his options. Like this is not... Like I'm certainly ready for him here, you know, with... But yeah. But by the time these get to here, they're getting shot at too. So they're going around this big death ball of units and then just being shot at the whole time. So... I think he was also forced, we didn't look at this part of the screen that much on the left side here, but I think he was also forced to play more on here because of how He even upgraded the right side too. He's just been kind of routed on this whole right side of the map. So he's playing more on here now. He's got 2 steel balls, yeah. He's kind of had to give up this position here. Which is, yeah. Yeah, this pretty much lost him the game, and we're gonna do a replay on round 4 to see if this was counterable, but what's the point? He's forced to move a beacon here every time. I can't get rid of that box. But yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, so I clearly have a very strong right side because I'm basically knowing how weak this got here. So yeah, you know.